Welcome to Just the Good Bits. Do you want to process your own wild game or livestock? Don't have a meat locker or a place to put it? Well, I've got a solution. Follow me. I'm going to take this standard upright freezer. You can see everything's frozen in there. And I'm going to turn it into a meat locker. Stay tuned. Okay, to start off, to get my basic materials, I'm taking a bed frame and stripping it down. I had two pieces like this. And I stripped it down to give him my supports. Now I'm going to show you how I strip this one down. The tools I use are a reciprocating saw and a drill. Depending on your bed frame, you might need different size bits or saw blades. You have to kind of wing that a little bit. I think you get the idea when you watch what I'm doing. I'm going to take these legs off, get them out of the way first.
Let me get them close.
And this is just a standard rivet, so it's easy to drill out.
I hope they can see what this is doing. The sun is so bright, baby. And you're putting WD-40 on it to help lubricate.
Yeah, oil to lubricate it. Now I got to knock out now. Probably should have a chisel here, but use what I got right here.
Yeah, use a chisel if you got it for this. There you go.
There we go. And I'm going to do the same way to the other leg, and then I'll take some of the other parts off. Pick up my pieces as I go so I don't leave them for the long run.
I don't think they need to
Yeah, we saw
see
one line.
very good. So we'll be back.
I sawed the rivets off with a sawzall, then I moved this one that way and then sawed that off, and then it popped right off. Now I got to saw this rivet off and that rivet off and then do the two on the end, and I'll have my raw materials.
Make sure you clamp your this bedpost down. You want to be safe, and you don't want it swinging around and hitting you. You end up in the emergency room.
Now, as you can see, I got my pieces all clean. And now I need to take measurements, and you'll take measurements of your freezer because they're not going to be the same, and then cut. The long pieces will be the legs. These will be the top that goes across to where we're going to hang from. And when I take my measurements and do my cuts, we'll get back to you to show you how we're doing this. Okay, my next step, I'm turning the foot on the headboard around. I'm clamping there, I'm going to drill a hole and put a bolt in it. And what I've done is line it up, and this way it's going to give it leverage, make a square, and it'll give me a place to attach a foot here so it has a way to distribute the weight. So I'm making it flat on there. Got it square across the pieces here, so that's where it distributes the weight. Got it clamped on, so now I can do it. I'm going to spray a little oil on there, drill it, put a bolt in there. Trying to hold this with one hand and show you what I'm doing. And that's not working out real well. Let's try. Okay, this is one leg with the foot on, cut to order to fit in the cooler. It leaves me room to attach the top and a little bit of play. So I get the other leg made, bring it in, then I'll make a measurement for the crossbar and bolt that together. This is the Inkbird temperature controller I'm using. There'll be a link below, and it's set at 30 degrees, and it's got a 3 degrees or variable on there. I'm going to open the door and you'll see it kick in. The little light will come on.
Oh. Okay. I moved it, sorry.
And this is the power light before kicking it in the fridge. Now let's look in here. And I got 30 degrees on my refrigerator thermometer. I've got hooks set up on a bed frame that I put together. And you got to take measurements of your individual freezer. Take the long one, put a bolt across there, put in your hooks, and let's take a look at the foot. Because all I did is put a 2x4 on the bottom of that to give it more support. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but I think it's going to work just fine. Okay, this is my Inkbird temperature controller. Right now we're above temperature. I'll show you later when we're back down to normal temperature. It's set at 30 degrees. And this is on a upright freezer. And it's now a meat locker, as you can see. I got hooks in there to hold the meat. I can get 3 pig halves in there or whatever. And until it gets the temperature down. See there. And this falls up on my on my previous video.